Okay, so since you're the new coach, what we usually do is we usually have a roast. So you can take it either bad or good, but we kind of really don't care sometimes. So you gotta kind of just deal with it. You guys get some free gifts out of it though, so you guys should be a little bit happy. So I have the offensive line coach, Goonies over there. First time I ever met him, I was actually kind of scared of him. I was his freshman, walked up, and I was like, why is this dude wearing a bandana? Who wears bandanas? So I go up to him, I was like, oh, I'm bigger than him. He was still pretty big, you know, this way. But I ended up reaching his level. So, of course, I had to get him some gifts. I had to get some of his favorite. So, we know you're not you when you're hungry. Okay? And then, of course, how to get your favorites, some bandanas. But throughout the years, you showed me a lot of support, and our entire team support. Like, you're the last coach, really, from the last kind of other coaches that we don't want to be speaking about. But you showed everyone support, and I decided to get something that's going to support you.
I will be speaking for, what's his name? I forgot his name. Did anyone? Oh, Little Lopez. Oh, you forgot my name though. So. When I first met Coach Little Lopez, that's what we call him. I thought he was a nice guy, just like everyone else. I get along with everyone. The first thing he says, this isn't going to be fun. I'm going to ride you guys. I'm going to make you guys cry. I'm the bad guy. So we all laughed at him. But we shouldn't have. Because every day, he walked out to practice and he waddled out there. His goal was to make you sad. Like you have to practice at the beginning of the year. That was his goal. He had a lot of catchphrases throughout his career. Anytime you were doing anything, he'd go, what are you doing? So I was running the ball, and I'd use my hands, I was stiff arming. No. You don't stiff arm, you don't use your hands. You get 2 hands on the ball! 2 hands! All the time. All the time. Another thing, he liked to toughen up the little guys. I love that position. So he would get behind him, and he'd look at me. I go, please don't make it. I don't want to do that. You tell me to do this like every day. I want you. I hit him just so he can go, what are you doing? You have to hit him back. Something we don't know about Coach Lopez is that Big Lopez is actually his brother. They were Siamese twins at birth, and they had to peel him off of his neck. But he grew into what we have today. That's a fine coach. So I got him some gifts. He told me how much of a romantic he is. And I like to snuggle with his now wife, I believe. Fiance still. So I got him this Raiders blanket. Yeah. Okay. How am I supposed to follow that? You guys are supposed to say something like thank you. I got the Raiders blanket. I also got an ornament, which is a Raiders ornament ornament for your tree. Because I want that tree to be lit up. And I know you have the bum shoulder. I know. Let's see. Let's do a little YMCA for us. Yeah. Good enough. So to help you out around the house, I know you might have some trouble picking up some high things and all that. So I got you a little like reacher. Yeah, no problem. But on that note, Coach Lopez was a great coach, and he motivated and pushed us every day. It was a pleasure to have him. I'm so happy that he was here.
That's right, everybody!
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I'm not good at public speaking, so I'm going to make this speech fairly short, just like the man I'm about to talk about. Coach Montes, will you please stand up over here? Give this man a round of applause. Yeah. People say we look alike. I see no resemblance. I'm way better looking than this guy. Also, you should be sitting over there. You look like you should be playing high school football, not coaching it. Okay, first off, I want to thank Coach Montes for a very special and memorable year. He always knew how to cheer a player up when he was down, make everyone laugh with his randomness, and he actually made me enjoy practice every so often. Without him, the receiver core wouldn't be the great players they were this year. Okay, my first gift to Coach Montes is a very special one because it exposes his true identity. I know we're at a football banquet, but we all know a real champ plays a little tennis. Also, Coach, I think everyone knows you're a USC fan. If they don't, they do now. But I just wanted to point out a specific date back in November. As I recall, his score of the Oregon-USC game was 48-28 Oregon. So I think it's time to make the switch over, you sick duck. Finally, I just want to thank Coach one more time for teaching me so many things that I can take later on in my life with me. And I'm not only going to miss you as a coach, but as a person as well. Thank you for the amazing memories, and thank you for everything else, Coach Montes.
Coach Fuller, I want to thank you for all the things you taught me about the game. I really appreciate it, and all the fun that we've had. Let's just sit and talk for like 15 minutes of practice. Yeah, let's consult. Just talk about the brand new stuff. Edgar, it's the funniest stuff in the world. But I'll always never forget the one moment we're at practice the last week against Valencia, and we had our rap music going, our Young Thug, our ASAP, we're all going crazy, and he just couldn't stand it anymore. So he went over there and plugged his phone in, and it sounded like a Kids Bop CD. laughing like, this cannot be it. So, I got you a little something. It's an iTunes gift card. For Young Thug, ASAP. That's just a real mistake.
Take a pen, everybody.
Matt, you guys have to do the photo op. Station. Lay the photo. You can credit President.
All right, so I have Coach Corona. Unfortunately, he can't be here. He's got other important things. Obviously, he's a parole officer, so he kind of missed the first half of the season, and he was gone for a very long time. Missed a lot of our games, a lot of our practices. So I got a little worried. He's gone for so long. With the help of David, we made missing. Let us know. We want it back. But no, great coach. When he was gone for that long period of time, all the linebackers in the defense had to be stuck with both coaches, both Little Lopez and Big Lopez. So that wasn't any good. But I would talk to the linebackers, and if we ever had a question, we had to either figure it out ourselves or wait till we found Coach Corona, because we knew that neither Lopez had a clue what they were doing. Of course, we don't want this problem next year. We want Coach to be around the whole season. I got him his little glasses. They're a little disguised. So he can be at all the practices and all the games. And Lopez, I have a little. Coach Lopez, he counted the tackles for the linebackers. So I got a little calculator because I think and I highlighted the addition, but I don't think he used it when he counted my tackles. I think it's a little short. Anyways, I had other things to say about Corona, but he's not here, so If I had to remember Corona by any memories, it probably would have happened tonight, but he's not here, so unfortunately we don't have any memories of Corona. But no, I want to thank the coaches. It took them like 2 weeks for them to get us as good as we were last year, so.
Hi, fellow Americans. The time has come to... This is the wrong speech, sorry. Okay. All right, here we go. Our coaching staff comes in all shapes and sizes. We have the prototypical white soccer dad, Coach Falkenstein. We have a tiny chihuahua with a big heart. With a big heart, Coach Little Lopez. We have young Coach Montez, who is a substitute in some of our classes, but looks like young enough to actually be in some of our classes. Of course, we have Coach Corona, our local parole officer, whose main job was looking for potential recruits with killer instinct. And then we have two coaches who are large and in charge, Coach Lopez and Coach Goop. And you know, although he isn't here tonight, I'm still going to roast him. You know, as I said earlier, our coaches come in all shapes and sizes, big and small. But in the case of our equipment manager, David, just very small. Now, and then we have our line coach, Coach Castellanos. Coach Mario Castellanos was so quiet that we weren't sure if it was him or his brother Luigi Castellanos. He actually does have a twin brother who coaches football at Marina. Early in the season, we had a lineman tournament at Marina, and I saw him, or at least what I thought was him. It was surprised to see that he had been so impressed with us that the next day he had quit his job and joined our coaching staff. It wasn't until later in the season that I found out about his twin. Coach Castellanos' motto was walk softly and carry a big stick with a football on it. This football on a stick was used to simulate the snapping of the football, which has to be one of the best inventions involving a stick since the corn dog. You know, and by the end of the year, I had noticed that your ball on a stick was in need of some repair, so I bought you a football, a broomstick, and some duct tape. So go crazy, Coach. Gracias, Coach. All right. All right, you know, all jokes aside, I would like to thank our former coaches, our current coaches, the school administration, the parents, especially those parents who served on the Football Booster Club, all the fans, and most importantly, you know, I would like to thank my fellow seniors. It would have been easy for us to throw in the towel when almost all of our coaching staff left us in April, only a couple of months before we started summer football. Instead, we immediately bought into Coach Lopez's program and ended up turning this program around. The bond that we have built over the past 4 years of football are unbreakable. No matter where we go and what we do, we will always share our love for Mariner football. Ultimately, our 4 years together will not be defined by the number of wins or losses we have, but by the amount of unforgettable memories we have shared. Thank you.
I guess the rules of production, I guess you already know. I'm probably going to be talking about Coach Benny Lopez. First off, I'd like to thank the parents for supporting us throughout the year. Without them, we wouldn't be here. I would also like to thank the administration for all the time that was put into hiring a new coach, keeping us informed throughout the entire process. I was given the opportunity to talk about Coach Benny Lopez, and trust me, it wasn't easy. It's difficult to roast a coach that you've only known for a couple months. I did not have the luxury of having to play for him in the last couple of years, but at least every joke is new. Benny was a huge mystery when he first started coaching. He seemed to have no emotion, but he had a winning mentality that he tried to instill in us. That, and he always browned this little guy and claimed that they weren't related. No secret, Coach. We know that little Lopez is your brother, but tell your mom there's a thing called daycare. And you don't have to bring him around. The first staff members were Little Lopez, Montez, and Coach Corona. If I had to be honest with you, I was quite concerned that our administration confused football with football. We had accidentally hired soccer coach. Even though Coach Lopez is Hispanic, the only Spanish words he knows are Esperanza, Rancho Alavitos, Santa Margarita, El Rancho, and Pacifica. And the Taco Bell menu. show was a great idea, and it gave us some publicity. Yes, Coach, we all know that you were in it for the food. Coach is very confident for a first-year coach. He parks in the first row like he's a real teacher. He majored in marketing because he wanted to be the Wolf on Wall Street, but now he's a glorified babysitter on a teacher's salary. He also fired a school trainer because he thought he knew more than a guy who actually worked in the field that he studied. Coach has a fifth period prep, which means he has no class in fifth period. He claims to use this time to go to the gym, but I didn't know that there's a gym for you around here. All jokes aside, you don't get enough credit, Coach. You accomplished a lot, even with a defensive coordinator related to Manti Te'o's girlfriend. A vertically challenged running back that can't reach above his head. A line coach whose best friend was a football on a stick. Another coach whose sole job was keeping kids behind the line. A receiver coach that still needs a fake ID. And a soccer dad coaching our DBs. I know it's kind of a bad time to ask, but can you write my letter of recommendation? And do we still get the stickers for the last 4 games? I want my helmet to look cool, like on the shelf when I collect them. In all seriousness, though, Coach, thank you for all that you've done for us this season, and I know this year was the beginning of a new era for Pacifica football.